Story of Moonfen Cross. The marshes of Moonfen were older than any map dared to tell. Mists crept low over the water at dusk, curling like ghostly fingers around the black roots of cypress trees. Travelers spoke of lights that danced over the bog soft, blue-white flares that hummed faintly, as if whispering names. Most who saw them turned back. Those who didn't were never seen again. But on the first night of the harvest moon, Ela of Fenwick rode into Moonfen Cross with a lantern and a purpose. She was a seeker of forgotten relics, a scholar of the strange. Her destination was the crumbling chapel at the heart of the marsh, the chapel of Esti Lawn, where it was said a relic called the Weeping Star still glowed beneath the altar. The village she passed through was little more than a cluster of rotting cottages and shuttered inns. The only soul awake was an old ferryman who sat by the bridge, his eyes milk-white with age. "You going to the cross?" he rasped. Ela nodded. "Then take this," he said, handing her a small brass coin stamped with a crescent. "For when the lights call your name." The path wound deep into the marsh. Frogs croaked unseen, and the mist thickened until her lantern seemed to burn inside a cloud. Then she saw them, the lights, dozens of them, swaying between the trees like candles held by invisible hands. They pulsed softly, and in their hum, she thought she heard her own voice calling from far away. "Elora!" Her heart stuttered. She clutched the brass coin. The lights flickered, faltered, and then withdrew like startled animals. The mist thinned, revealing the chapel ahead, its steeple broken, its bell long gone. Inside, moonlight spilled through holes in the roof, painting silver pools on the stone floor. At the altar, the relic waited, a crystal orb set in a silver cradle, glowing faintly blue. She stepped closer, entranced by its quiet beauty. Then she saw them, figures moving in the light's reflection. Not shadows, but echoes. Faces of those lost to the marsh, their eyes hollow, their mouths whispering her name. One reached out a hand that rippled like water. "Elora," it said again. "You came for us." The brass coin grew warm in her palm. She placed it on the altar, and the whispering stopped. The figures froze, then slowly bowed their heads, fading into mist. The weeping star dimmed until only the moonlight remained. When Elora emerged from the chapel, the marsh was silent. The blue lights were gone, and only the steady chirp of crickets filled the night. She returned to the bridge at dawn, but the ferryman's chair was empty. Only another brass coin rested on the seat stamped with her name, beneath the crescent moon. And now, on misty nights, travelers still see a faint lantern glimmering across Moonfen Cross. It hums softly in the fog, calling out a name none could quite remember.